Hey guys. All right, I'm gonna give you just a second. I'll tell you what happened, but I have people texting me left and right because my other live feed just shut down. So here we are, take 2, lower body class, live. So I'm gonna let a few of you know that I am here. All right, I'm gonna give you a second to find me. So sorry about that. Hopefully those of you who were on my live feed before can find me here. And we'll get started just a little bit late, but I'll tell you what happened. Jody, how are you? Okay, good, you guys found me, yay! We got Hayden and Emily. Okay, awesome. So grab a set of heavy weights. If you have weights at your house, pull a couple. We're doing lower body, so kind of where you think you are. If you don't have weights, find something with some weight to it. And it does not matter if it's the same, all right? I happen to have 2 full laundry detergent bottles. They aren't always gonna be available because I'm gonna use them. So if you have like a milk jug and laundry detergent, if you have a grocery bag filled with heavy books and a milk jug, it doesn't matter. Get what you have access to at home. So if you've got weights, get some heavy ones. If you don't, find something with some weight to it. And then after all that, you need a light weight as well. So again, if you have dumbbells available, then grab like a 5, just one single. And if you don't, a water bottle or a can of soup or something like that will do, all right? So you need a set of something heavy, and all of this stuff can be changed up or improvised. Nothing has to be perfect in our mind, all right? So what you're used to using, if you don't have access to those things where you're at right now, don't stress about it. Do the best that you can. If you have nothing with any weight to it anywhere near you, you can still do this class with no weight at all. If you only have one heavy thing, grab one heavy thing and one lighter thing. Whatever you got, all right? So I'm using laundry detergent bottles and a water bottle. So you need one single light dumbbell or item that you can hold. And then 2, if you can scrounge them up, heavy dumbbells or items that you can hold. And then I'll tell you what happened in just a second. All right. So I started my live feed earlier and they shut it off for copyright infringement because we were talking about a certain celebrity and we're not allowed to say the celebrity's name or use it. So they shut off my feed. So here we are back. I did not know that. This kind of stuff happens to me on occasion because I'm not like up on all that. So don't say any celebrities, don't type any celebrities' names. But hey guys, good morning. But because we were mentioning a specific celebrity, it was a copyright infringement or something like that, and they shut off my feed. So if you were on that first feed, we're back again. I'm so sorry. Hopefully you find me. That's why we're just a little bit late. So Lisa's here, Katie's here, Becky is here. Katrina is here. I'm so glad you guys found me. Hopefully everyone who started on that other feed found me over here. So I'm going to put my hair in a ponytail and we're going to get started. You need a set of something heavily weighted. I've got my laundry detergent bottles. If you have dumbbells, grab some of those. And then you need a single something light. I've got a water bottle. You could use a 5-pound dumbbell if you've got it. You could use a soup can. You could use a small bag of rice or popcorn. That would work too. I had like my whole pantry out here the other day and I had to take it back in. All right, you guys ready to get started? So here's how we are gonna start. Let me move this stuff out of the way. You are in a lower body strength class. So that's what we're gonna do. I want you to grab one of your heavy items if you got them. If you don't have anything heavy, you just follow along with nothing in your hands, and that's fine too. We're just gonna let it hang down, and I want you to get wide into a plie or sumo squat, okay? So legs are really wide, toes are out. And you're just gonna come down, press through your heels and stand up. Just getting some movement right now, all right? So you can go down and you can stand all the way up. And we will chat. So as you're starting to move your muscles and start to get a little bit of blood flowing, I want you to also focus on your form. So you need to keep your chest up. You're gonna keep your hips tucked under, and you're gonna stand up through your heels, all right? So squeeze those cheeks on the way up, and we'll get our muscles loosened up. Improvise if you need. Always remember, I'm not physically in your living room with you feeling what you're feeling. And so you need to be conscious and aware of how you need to make this workout work for you. If your weight ends up being too light, hold both weights, okay? If you need to find something heavier, get something heavier. Every set, with maybe the exception of this warm-up, but it's gonna get intense. It should be a struggle to finish each set. We're gonna push ourselves even when no one's watching, right? Speaking of no one watching, has anybody else had a really hard time like getting ready? I already have a hard time getting myself together for the day. I usually live in workout clothes. But right now, because I don't go any places, if any, even just brushing my hair or I don't even know, putting on a little bit of makeup, I'm like, All right, keep those hips tucked under. We're gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, follow along with me. All right, we're gonna go down low, tuck your hips, squeeze those glutes, make sure your knees are not over your toes, so those legs need to be wide, and we're gonna do little mini sumo squats. Things are called different names depending on your instructor and depending on the type of class you're taking. It's always interesting to me when people are like, no, that's not a sumo squat, it's a plie squat. Well, it's both. So we'll call stuff, I guess, whatever I want to call it, right? I get to decide. Keep those hips tucked under. I want you to stay as low as you can. Make sure the movement's coming from the knee and you're not giving me this, okay? We're gonna do 10, and I want you to make those 10 a challenge. You should be shaking, all right? Here we go. 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, and 5. Keep those hips tucked. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right. Set that weight down just long enough to grab your second weighted item if you've got it. We're gonna move on to a tick-tock lunge, okay? If you don't have weight, hands on your hips. I'm going heavily weighted for me on this one, so we're not gonna do a million reps. If you don't have weight that's very heavy for you, you're gonna wanna go faster than I'm going, and you might wanna keep going even after I've stopped for a second, all right, while I'm chatting about the next move. We're gonna leave our right leg for you guys planted. We're gonna lunge back, come to center, and lunge forward. Get those heavy weights. You ready? Here we go. Lunge back, come to center, forward, come to center, back, and forward. I want you pretty heavily weighted. When you lunge back, keep your weight in your front leg. So don't lean back even though you're lunging back. And when you come forward, your weight kind of has to go forward. And give me a big push back. All right, we're doing 10. And 9. Listen to my breathing. Final 5. Four more. Last 3. Woo! One more. And 1. All right. Now this is where you decide. If your weight is not very heavy for you, if your weight was really heavy and it was all you could do to finish that set, go to 1 weight. I'm losing my cat. Or no weight at all. We're going to do another set of TikTok lunges on the same leg, but we're going to double up, okay? Make it work for you. I'm dropping down to 1. If you're light, keep them both. Back and forward. Here we go. Back and forward. I'm just going to let you get in a rhythm. And then we're going to start doing a double kind of static lunge on both ends. And if you're like, what? I'll show you right here what that means, okay? Follow along. You're going to go 2 and 1, center. 2 and 1, center. Keep going. 2, 1, 2 and 1. Just like that. I want your weight to be a challenge for you. And we're going to do 8 more. 8, so you should barely be able to complete your 8. Or 6. 5. I'm going to have to get rid of my mat. It's bugging me. 4. 3. 1. All right. Let's catch our breath. Set your stuff down for just a second. Keep getting a little bit of a lag time. I apologize. But you guys just keep on going, all right? If there's a little bit of a pause, you know what we got going. We're going to improvise. We're making it work. You won't have any questions about whether or not this is live or not, right? Okay. We're going to pick up both our weights. Same thing, other side. Heavy, heavy, fewer reps. All right. I am just going to do that for a second. It's driving me crazy. Let's go back. First, leave your left leg planted. Ready? Here we go. Just a single. Ooh. Man, adding that other weight just took that up quite a bit. Back and forward. TikTok. All right, here's our 10 singles. 10. If you don't have weight, hands on your hips, pick up the pace. 8. 6 more. 6. Last 4. more. Final rep. Here we go. 1 and 1. Put them down just for a second. Oh my gosh. Both my legs are so tired. In the middle of that, I'm like, do I switch legs? My leg does not feel like it's fresh at all. I'm still not entirely sure if I switched legs, actually. So we'll see. We'll see when I replay this video. Okay, if that was all you could handle, you're gonna take a step down in weights. You're gonna grab 1. If you feel like you're light, you gotta hold on to both your weights. Okay, left leg stays static. We're lunging back first. Go right into that double pump because you've seen it and you know what we're doing. You ready? Here we go. You just keep right on going. If you can go really low, that's awesome. If you can't, that's okay too. Do what you can. Those 2 little mini ones. And let's start our 8 count. 8. 7. 6 more. 6, I can barely stand up from that one. And 5. 4. 2 more. 2 and 2. Last one, both sides. 1 and 1. Hoorah! Beautiful job. All right. In between sets, we're going to take just a breather. This is a heavy weights class. Not necessarily going to keep it trucking super fast. Catch your breath. We're going to do another set of our sumo squats. Okay. 1 weight. If you're not very heavy, hold 2. Just hold them out in front. Okay. All right. Let me get up here. Oh, my legs are tired. Nice and wide. Toes out. We're going to do a full set down and all the way up to start. Okay. Here we go. Down and up. Work on that form. We talked a lot about it at the beginning of class. You don't want to poke your butt back. Keep your butt straight down, tuck your hips so you feel the squeezing in your backside and feel your hamstrings working. If you can't go all the way down to the floor with your item, that's okay. Form is king. So if you find that once you hit a certain point, you have to poke your butt way back here to get lower, don't go past that point. Keep your chest up, butt straight down, tuck those hips. Push 9. I'm going to remind you, your weight needs to be as such that this is a challenge. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And 1. Now we're going to take it down low, tuck those hips, chest out. We're going to go little mini ones. The lower you stay, and the more you really tuck those hips hard, the more you're going to feel shaky, feel that burning, get the work you want. And let's go with 12. Yes, 12 sounds good. 11 and 10. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Set that heavy weight aside and catch your breath. Great job. I'm gonna run right here while you're catching your breath if you have a drink. Don't drink the water bottle we're using later. That's cheating, that's taking weight off. But I gotta wipe my nose really quick. Nobody gets to drink their water bottle. Okay, nice work. Now, we're gonna do a one-legged crossover squat. I wanna do it weighted. This requires quite a bit of balance. If you find, once we get going, that you cannot balance, you need to find something to hold on to, even if that means sacrificing your weight, all right? Hopefully that makes sense. So I want you to pick up one of your heavy items, and you can kind of hold it how you want, but you need to keep it above your legs, all right? So here, you can hold a dumbbell goblet style, so it's up and out of the way. Now we're gonna go about this slowly, because frankly, I don't know how my balance is gonna be either. So we're gonna leave our right leg on the ground, and you are gonna cross your left leg over. Now, once we get in this position, you can kind of sit your weight however you want. I may find that I can hold it to my side, I don't know, we'll see. All right, we're just gonna sit low into a squat position, as low as you can. If it's just a little baby squat, that's okay. And then you're gonna come all the way up. Take this as slow as you need to. This is a time under tension move, all right? So it's not about speed. If you get in a pretty good rhythm and you can go down low, you can pick up the pace. But it's about balance and going as low as you can. We're gonna do 10. I'm so sweaty, my detergent is slipping. Mine will be pretty slow, so you just go until I get to 10. Here we go. 10. And 9. 8. 7. The arch of your foot, your shin, all that stuff's gonna get tired. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. 1. How about we go down to both feet for a second? Shake it out. Circle out that ankle. We're gonna go to the other side. Again, I like to challenge our bodies in different ways. It's really important that we do that. So this is gonna feel different. We've got all these stabilizing muscles in our ankle and our shins that have to work to hold us up. And if you are carrying something pretty heavy, those muscles are gonna get super fatigued. So don't worry if you have to go real slow. You're still working, just balancing is working, all right? Okay, grab your weight. We're gonna go to the other side. I'm gonna see if I can, I'm so sweaty, I can't hold my bottle, my plastic bottle. I'm gonna see if I can balance with it like this. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter, it just has to get out of the way. All right, cross that other leg over. Might not work. Sit low and bring it up. All right, it'll kind of work. Keep it away from my foot. Do what works for you. Sit as low as you can. Oh, this is helpful. I can even put my other arm out if you want to try. One arm. And we'll go. 10. That's what I thought would be happening over to the side. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 2. Last one. And 1. Had to go back to the center. I was off balance. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna do a final set of sumo squats. I want you to go as heavy as you can. We're gonna do 12, just big ones. So I'm gonna grab both of my weights and hold them in front of me. You guys get to decide where you think you're at, okay? Get those legs nice and wide, hips tucked under. And here we go. Down, push through your heels. When you come up, I don't want you to lock out your knees, but you can come pretty close to upright. And let's do our 12. Push through your heels. 11. 10. 9. And 8. 5. Keep those hips tucked under. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Nice. Set those weights aside for just a second so we can breathe. Okay, we're gonna go back to the leg we started with that crossover squat. Only I'm not gonna make you do that. We're gonna do a pendulum, that's what I call it, hamstring extension. I want you to go heavily weighted. So both your heavy stuff. And this is another balance move. I was gonna do this one and the crossover one right after the other on the same leg, but I don't think my balance could have handled it. 2 in a row this morning. So we're coming back to it now. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you one and then you're gonna join in, but we're gonna keep our right leg on the earth, back nice and flat. You're gonna come forward, back leg comes up, and then right yourself, okay? Go ahead and give this a try. Go nice and slow. Find a spot to look at that doesn't move. So if you're struggling with your balance, don't look at me. Look at the floor in front of you. And work on balance. Don't put this foot on the ground when you come down. I don't want this. Okay? Go slow and work on your balance. Even if for now it just has to be tiny like that, that's all right, okay? If you can make it big, do it. We're gonna do 10. This is another one that's gonna be a little slow. So there's 10. 9. 7. 6. Oh, I'm struggling with my balance, so you definitely don't want to be watching me. Do your own thing, you'll be doing better than me. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Set them down. We deserve a second to catch our breath. Circle out your foot. Most likely, especially if you've got a pretty heavy weight, the arch of your foot and your ankle is pretty tired. So that's why we're just doing one leg, and we can move to the other one, and it's fresh for a second, right? All right, guys, let's pick up our weights. And hopefully my balance is better on this side. You ready? Let's go. Forward and up. Get in your own rhythm. Lay out as far as you can. It's the beauty of working out at home. Nobody can see what you're doing. So you just get to focus on yourself and what you need and what works for you. All right. You ready for our 10? I am. Jeez, let's go. 10. And 8. 6 more. Last 4. Last 1. And 1. Let's let that arch rest for a second. Okay, we're gonna move on to a stiff-legged deadlift, a real traditional strength move. I want you to go heavy. So if you have dumbbells and you have a heavier set than what you've been using, you may be able to go up to that heavier set because we're gonna have both legs down, all right? So think I can possibly do a little bit heavier weight than what I've been doing. If you have issues with your low back, be real careful with this one. You wanna lift with your hamstrings, don't round your shoulders out, and lift with your low back. And if it's just, if you have lots of lower back pain and it's killing you too much, then you're just gonna come to a static lunge. It'll still work your hamstrings, and then you can switch and do on the other side in the middle. And I'll try to warn you where the middle is, all right? Protect that low back. Grab your heavy weights. They come in front, shoulders back, chest out, nice flat back, all right? We're gonna come forward, poking our hips back, feel the stretch in your hamstrings, and then just thrust your hips forward. Now I want you to get going. This is not a quick move, all right? I want that form on point. And I will turn to the side in just a second so you can see what that looks like. I know those of you that come to my classes in studio have done a million of these, and you guys are really good with form. But this is one of those moves that I see more often than not people do incorrectly. So you want to be working your hamstrings, not your low back. So chest out, back flat. So it looks something like that. You should feel the stretch, and then just drive your hips forward. Heavy weight here. It's not about speed. Get that stretch. Keep going. We're gonna do 12. We're gonna be slow. Here we go. 12. If you have a mirror, you can check your form. 10 more. 10. And 9. We can do it. Crank your knees. 7. 5. 4. 2 more. 2. Last one. And 1. Nice. Set those weights down. And we finally get to come down to our mat. If you've got a mat, throw that on the ground. Make sure that your heavy weighted things are close by. If you got all sweaty like me here. Okay, so you're gonna need your lighter weight. So in my case, I'm using a water bottle, and make sure those heavier weights are by you as well, okay? All right, we're making good on time. Making good. We're gonna do just a bridge. If you work out with me for long, you will quickly realize that we do a lot of bridges because I love to try new things, and I love compound crazy moves, things that I've never tried before, but there's some tried and true moves and lifts that just are so effective. Don't forget those in your quest to follow fitness people online that do super crazy, weird stuff you've never seen before. Sometimes that stuff's really cool to do and works great, but don't forget your lunges, your squats, your bridges, bench press, curls, all that stuff. All right, bridges. Heavy, heavy, heavy. It's kind of gonna be up to you. Pile on your weight. I may end up throwing my second laundry detergent bottle on my lap too, we'll see. We're gonna do lower repetitions here, heavier weight. So make sure that weight's heavy. Well, it'll be my luck that this will open up and just pour right on my head. Okay, so you're just gonna balance your heavy weight or your dumbbells or whatever. You can have one or two, pile on the weight, okay? And then just secure it and lift those hips, okay? We're gonna keep our feet parallel, and we're just gonna do a full range of motion, bridge, or hip lift, all right? So big, full range of motion. I wanna do 15 repetitions, and then we're simply gonna change the angle of our feet and do a few more, all right? Here we go, 15, 14, and 13. Here's our 10. 2, hold your hips up. We want to make adjustments while we're still working, okay? Turn your toes in, ankles out. All right, here we go. Lift and lift. Now, with this foot placement, I still want you to push through your heels, okay? Push through those heels. Now, your backside should be starting to burn a little bit. If you're not feeling that, your weight's too light, either load up a little more or pick up the pace and keep those hips really high, all right? Make it work for you. Here we go with 15, 14, and 13. 11, 10, 9, 8, oh my goodness, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold your hips up. Don't quit. You can set your weight down if it gets to be too much, but don't quit. Hips up. Pinch your knees as close together as you can. Give me little teeny pinches. If you can't touch your knees together, that's fine. Keep your hips as high as you can and give you little pinches through the knees. All right. Get those hips high. We're going to do 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep those hips up. 4, 3, 2. Hold your knees together. Give me little pulsing pushes up for 10 seconds. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Knees together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. That was so horrible. Straighten your legs. Oh my gosh, that was terrible, right? Set that heavy weight down. Hug your knees in. Kind of circle it out. We can give one hold and then the other. Oh my goodness, but that was right where we wanted it. And horrible at the same time. Okay, we're gonna go to all fours. And I want you to grab your light weight. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna do some circles with our leg. I'm gonna try to hold on to this water bottle behind my knee. If you can't hold on to whatever item you've got, don't stress, don't spend a half hour looking for another item. Just do this without any weight. You might wanna put your weight down once we get going anyways, because this is a pretty challenging move. So, whichever leg is closest to me, you're gonna grab your item and hold it behind your knee. So I mentioned that like a small bag of rice or Popcorn or something would be good too. It'd be easy to hold on to. A 5-pound dumbbell, you can hold on to that. Okay? All fours. And we're just going to start with a fire hydrant. If your arms are really shaky, come down to one elbow. But you want to really push that knee up and out to the side so that everything is flat and parallel at the top. I always tell people, imagine that you have a plate of food on your knee, and once you're at the top here, you don't want it to spill. So your plate should be able to sit flat right there. Okay? Up and up. We're going to do 10, and you're going to hold your leg up and out to the side. Ready? Let's go 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, and 5, 3, 2, and you're going to hold that leg clear out to the side, and then we're going to circle back. You have 10 backward circles. Keep that knee up. 10, 9, and 8. Keep it up there, nice and high. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going back to the fire hydrant. Down and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leave it out to the side. We have to roll forward. Forward. Keep that knee as high as you can. This is where we end. You've got 10, 9, and 8. Don't let that knee drop. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Take that weight or water bottle out for a second and just give yourself a little bit of a stretch. Whew. All right, I need to straighten that leg out. A little stretch there, and then we're just gonna go to the other side. All right? You don't necessarily need to turn if you don't want, but you can. We got our weight, and let's get set up. All right, grab hold. The water bottle actually holds on pretty good. I was worried because of the plastic. I thought, oh, my legs are sweaty, it's just gonna slip out, but it's easier to grip than a weight, I have found. You ready? No? Too bad, let's go. Out and out. Now, the surprising thing, your kneeling leg is working too. So when you switch to the other side, you're gonna get fatigued way quicker because both legs work. You're not just working the leg that you're lifting. So if you turn around and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm already super tired, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not extra weak on one side. You just already worked out both legs. So they're both already tired before moving to this other side. All right, can we do our 10? I don't know, half the time I don't know. But we'll try. 10, 9, and 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that weight up and out. We have to circle back. Your goal is to keep your leg as high as you can. Leave your knee up really high. Don't let your knee dip down low underneath you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, fire hydrant. Down and up. Here's to 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Leave that leg up and we're gonna circle forward. Keep your knee high, keep your knee and foot high. Last set for 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh! Let's give it a quick stretch. I've got one more move for you, and then you're done with me this morning. So sit back, stretch it out. If you're super, super tight like me in those glutes this morning, you may need to straighten your legs out for just a bit. You're just gonna need that light weight, and we're gonna lay flat on our side. This move that I'm about to show you is one of my all-time favorite moves for glutes. All time. And I have done a lot of moves. So you're gonna lay on your side, all the way down. Some of you are like, oh no, I know what it is. I know what's coming. But once you do it, if you've never done this move before, you're gonna be like, it's terrible and awesome all at the same time. So bring your knees to your chest, and I want your legs at about a 90-degree angle. So I don't want your heels in close to your backside. Get them out here, okay? You're gonna take your extra weight, and you're just gonna hold it. If you have a dumbbell, just hold it right up next to your knee, all right? I don't want you to lift it with your arm. We're gonna lift it with our legs, so just hold it there, okay? Now that top leg, you're gonna lift it up so everything's parallel, and you're gonna draw it into your chest as close as you can. So this bottom leg, if you need more leverage, you can open it up a little bit more. But this top leg needs to stay in close to your chest. And we're just gonna do a big lift. Lift, all right? Keep that weight close to your knee. Big lift, straight up. Keep your knee close to your chest. If your neck gets tired, you can lay down like that, it's fine, okay? We're not working our neck, so relax that baby. We are not relaxing our glutes yet, however, and we're gonna do 15, 14, this is the last move of the morning, 12, 11, so find a song you like and finish up, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you're gonna leave your leg up in the air. We're gonna angle our foot up and our knee down, and you can take your weight and kind of put it behind your knee. Now instead of a lift, it's a press. Press, okay? I'm not lifting, I'm pressing. Pressing the bottom of my foot to the ceiling. It's really important that you keep this sharp angle. This is awesome and killer for your glutes, but you need to get this angle, all right? And we're focusing on the upward press. Don't focus on drawing your knee into your chest. Focus on pressing up. A quick little pulsing lift and you're done. 9, oh my goodness, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here's where we end. Don't drop your leg. Level it off. Little lifts. Get your knee to your chest. You have 10, 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And all I can do right now is put my leg down. I don't even think I can move. Oh my goodness. All right, so this is what helps me. Just straighten your leg out. I told you it was terrible and awesome at the same time, right? And then you just have to give yourself a little bit of a pat and a rub or a punch to kind of work that leg out. I'm gonna give you a second before we roll over because you have to lay on this hip. So stretch it out for a second, shake it out, kick it out, whatever you need to do. Oh my gosh. Ah. Rock and roll up. Okay, I have to tell you guys a secret. So my 16-year-old son, he's getting in pretty good shape. He plays football, basketball, soccer. He's getting real tall and pretty buff. And he always wants to do his own workouts. He never wants to do mine, which is fine. I'm his mom. I don't know that I want to do my workouts either if I was a 16-year-old kid. But I keep telling him, I'm like, hey, listen, my workouts are pretty intense. You should try one. And finally, 2 days ago, he didn't want to come up with his own workouts. He was like, oh, I'll just do one of your workouts. He about died. And I took so much satisfaction from that. I totally kicked his butt. And at the end of it, he's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you do this every day. And finally, I'm like, what do you think I do? Do you think I just go in my gym and like stretch out? Of course these are good workouts. They're tough and challenging. So good job, you guys. I try to make these really tough, and you do them. And you're doing an awesome job. So I know how hard you're working. And now my 16-year-old son knows how hard you're working too. So if you're not getting the credit you deserve, we know. We know, don't we? All right, bring it on down. We're gonna lay flat, knees to chest. Set that water bottle or weight there on your knee, and then pick that leg up and draw your knee into your chest. All right, so your bottom leg, if you need more leverage, don't be afraid to bring that down, but your top leg needs to stay up next to your chest. Here we go. Up. We gotta get this over with. I was talking too much. That other side was so challenging that we just need to shut our brains off and do this side, okay? All right, big lift for now. Make sure you bring that knee up. Everything's level at the top. And let's go with our 15. You ready? 15. You can always add more weight if you want. The water bottle was plenty for me. Let's do 5 right here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that leg up. You're gonna angle your foot up and your knee down. Don't be afraid to roll your hips a bit. Put that weight in the back and press, press. Focus on that upward press. Really give me a deep angle, knee down, foot up. This just hits that spot. One of my favorites for glute activation. All right, guys, we're gonna do 12, and then you're gonna give me 10 seconds of those little pulsing lifts, and you're done with the class today, all right? 12, 11, 10, and 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, level everything off, knee to chest. Give me little pulsing lifts. Lift that weight, bring your knee up with it. We've got 10, and 1. Oh, that's all I can do, just to hopefully straighten my leg out at some point today. Oh, give that backside a little pat or a punch, kind of loosen it out, and we're gonna stretch real quick. So lay on your back. Please help me share these workouts on social media if you're on social media. Link people up, share with your friends. Tomorrow at 8:30, we're gonna do cardio dance. It's just kind of a chance to let loose, relieve some stress or tension or all of the above. Just have some fun. So even if you don't fancy yourself a dancer, it's still fun to do it and jump around. It's really hard to be in a bad mood while you're dancing. So give it a try. All right, let's do a little butterfly stretch. I'm gonna keep my legs way out here in front because that was killer. All right, guys, if you completed the workout, give me a thumbs up if you made it all the way through. Message me, thumbs up, yes, I made it. I can still walk a little bit, or I'm gonna have to drag myself out of my living room on my elbows, you know, whatever. Cross it over. Oh my goodness. Give that glute a little bit of a stretch. Next week, the schedule will be the same as this week. I'll post the written schedule on here, but it's also Every morning except for Friday and Saturday, I'm gonna have 7:30 a.m. classes. Monday and Wednesday, I have 9:30 a.m. classes as well. Other leg. And Friday and Saturday, it's 8:30. Oh, man. Thank you guys for being with me today. It's so nice to be able to work out with you. Take a quick second and stretch out a little bit more. Yoga is Monday, so if you don't know what to do to stretch those muscles out, join me for that. Who made it all the way through? Becky made it, yes! Lacey made it, you're there too. Jody, I'm so shaky too. Like I almost screamed like inappropriate words while we were doing that last bit. So I'm there with you. Katie, you guys, great job. Katrina, awesome job. Share my videos. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, for cardio dance. I need to stand up straight. My legs are too shaky. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Awesome job.